Today it's Friday, January 19, 2024. I'm gonna continue with the same title for the blanket, heating blanket, how I put the title, I don't remember. This is the controller, this tiny thing is the temperature controller, okay? Not something crazy, 12 volts, that's the probe. From where you're gonna read the temperature. Somebody mentioned in the comment that it makes sense to put it on the low, so to be between the one blanket that's on the bottle and the other one that's down, the big one. You're absolutely right. Most probably that's what I'm gonna do. This will gonna be the hottest point over there. But again, we're gonna adjust this one based on pressure. That means how much need to reach 850 to 900 psi, So we might need to keep it, let us say, until it reaches 50 degrees, as an example. All right, so as soon as it reaches there, this is gonna stop. That's why we're gonna start low at the beginning, and then we're gonna graduate, we're gonna go up. Then one is this one, all right, finish this one. Then this is the type of the relay that I'm gonna use. I need another one. It's 40 to 60 ampere, and I said to the owner, please bring another one. You have a point, another one gentleman, I don't know if it was the same or different guy, he commented that, you know what, if you put it in series, the relays, it might not trigger it. Because if it's a 6 volt, it will, when it's closing the circuit I'm talking about. If it's 12 volt, it might not. You have a point there, I might not connect it like that. It was just only for my drawing, for my special drawing, to be more compact. To don't make lines here and there. But I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna keep that in mind. And thank you very much. I'm not an electrician, by the way. This is the jet. Okay, it's a small one, it's not a big one. Most probably the owner, he's gonna use it to spool faster the turbo. That's what I'm guessing. Because it's somewhere between 50 and 100 horsepower, not more than 100 and not less than 50, somewhere there. Then we have one cage, all right, that this one is gonna pointing on the driver to be able to see the pressure, and here is gonna be bolted the bottle, and from here is gonna be the line that is gonna continue front. So if you want to remove the bottle, you're just opening this, and you keep this with the line inside of the car, and you get the bottle out. I would like to have two cages, one to be able to be visible from the driver's side, and to know how much pressure has the line. And the other one is going to be on the bottle to see the actual bottle how much pressure has. And you can double check also your measurements, what you see, just in case, because here it's a hot country and you don't want to overpressure the bottle. Now, somebody mentioned also in the comments, once again, I don't know if it's the same guy, maybe it's going to be a different guy. Thank you very much for all of the comments, that because it's a carbon fiber, the tank, it's not aluminum, you're not going to have the same heat transfer. You're not going to warm up fast. This is 100% correct. I know already that. We do care about the pressures. That means to be consistent. The tune and the pull when you start pushing to don't be less than 800, to don't be more than 900. To be always there at this range. 850 on this line here is going to be the ideal if you're asking me, or even 900 to start pushing from 900. Now, the solution to don't kick in the blanket, to don't start warming up during the pull, it's very simple. You just turn it off. You just turn off the blanket as soon as you reach on the pressure that you want. Before you start pushing the car, you just turn it off. So how much down you're gonna go? As an example, you're gonna go down to 700 psi. We don't spray so much. That's the thing. You're gonna go 700. So you know that you start with 850, 900, and you go down to 700. As an example, you're gonna be a short run. So to don't kick in and start warming up the bottle during acceleration. Imagine to be, let us say, at 7,000 RPMs, and suddenly to start sucking, let us say, a spike from the alternator, 50 amperes to warm up the bottle. And that's my point, all right? Then we have the main solenoid, that this solenoid, from here it's gonna come out the line that's gonna go to the jet, to the nozzle here, all right? From here, from this side, the inlet that has also the screen, it goes from the bottle to this one, goes inside, all right? Then, from here that has a P, it's for purging, you know, to come out the gas, to come the liquid. So what you're doing, you're getting this one that says purge here, you're giving from here to this one, to the inlet here, and then this, the outlet, that this aluminum pipe, this, you have seen sometimes that it's spraying out when you click the button, it's spraying out from the windshield, you know, up, or from the bumper front. It depends where you want to place it, where the owner he wants to place it. You can spray even on the intercooler. Let us say, you know, to start cooling also the intercooler further. This is an option. To wrap it all around the intercooler, the pipe or something, and to spray and to cool down to spray this one on the intercooler and all the pipe to be on a charged pipe, as an example. Then, I ask the owner, he wants me to have a ground signal here or a positive. This is up to the tuner, how you're gonna trigger it. Back in the days, I'm gonna tell you what can you do. You have one main switch to activate the system, all right? And you have, let us say, on the accelerator pedal, one switch down that as soon as you full throttle, it starts spraying. You can connect also one shift light. Shift light, it's the one that there is an adjustment from 3000 RPMs till 12,000 RPMs, and depends where you're gonna place it. You're gonna turn on the light, and you're gonna tell you to shift the gear, all right? So what you're doing, as an example, you want to shift at least, you want to spray after 6,000 RPMs. So you adjust this light to be at 6,000 RPMs, you are full throttle, and only when it passes 6,000 RPMs, it will gonna start spraying. Now, how to stop it is a different story. Then, what else? What I said that I need another relay. I don't have the lines yet. I don't have the fittings yet. That's the only thing what I have, by the way, from hardware. All right. I might fix one panel to put all this inside to be removable, so to don't be all the time in the car. With the same frame that I have made for the bottle, you're gonna be able to remove bottle and frame and all these things all at once. Or you're gonna be able to remove only the bottle, separate to fill it up, and then install it by again. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it's gonna end up. First, I need to collect the parts. Need to fix also for the jet on the charge pipe. Charge pipe, because it's a turbocharger application, I'm gonna like to be far away from the intake, and I'm gonna like to be against the flow. You're gonna have plenty of pressure inside the bottle. I'm just saying, to have a chance to blend equally, to don't be near to the throttle. I might be wrong on that. If it was a natural aspirated, yes, okay, you're gonna spray, yeah, okay, fine. In any case, we're gonna see about that. Whatever you're gonna say, the tuner. Like I said, positive or negative to activate the solenoid, all right? Another one cage to see to have one on the bottle, one on the line, all right? Another one relay, the lines, the fittings, yep. Need to fix also a bracket for this to be steady because of the pressure. Where need to be placed, where exactly need to be placed. What else? Nothing more, nothing less, right? Yeah. Thank you very much for the suggestions, for the relay. For the relay, like I said, I knew it, but it's always welcome. All right. We're gonna see when it comes also the other relay, how it's gonna be. I might make separate. It's not a big deal. You put positive ground, let us say signal, and whatever from the other side, and finish the story. It's not a big deal. This one. Do I want to say something more than this? No. I need to ask also the owner if he wants me to end up going on the intercooler, because you're gonna purge it, right? So why don't fell on the intercooler to cool it down further? Why not? Let me have a meeting with myself to see if I have to mention something more than this, and then finalize the video here. because I'm gonna continue the video. I'm gonna write part 1 on the first one. This will gonna be the part 2. I'm gonna make also part 3 when it comes to the rest of the parts, when I'm gonna collect it all. Yep. Another thing, all right, I remember it. The owner, he's not gonna spray methanol at the same time that when you're gonna spray the nitrous, okay, NOS. And second thing, dang it, my mind, it is a little bit more complicated. Why? Because the car, it's a season car, but it's also a daily use car. So that means it has to be street legal. That means you're gonna get the car, you're gonna go to a racetrack to run it on a drag race, as an example, all right? But you should be able to remove all these things and to be also street legal the car at the same time. You see why it's a little bit more difficult? Because all of these parts, okay, obviously the solenoids, you're not gonna remove it, but the tank with a bracket inside and these things, it has to be able to be removable, to take it out, dress the car as it was, and use it as a daily. So it is a little bit complicated. If it was a pure for a dragster, if it was only for a racing use, that means you are using it only on the racetrack and then you are parking it in your house, then it's gonna be much more easy because it's gonna be fixed inside. The only thing what you have to be removable, it's gonna be the tank to recharge again. It's gonna be the relays and the fuses to be easy accessible just in case if you need something to do. All right, but not in this case. Not in this case. The owner, he wants to combine both. He will gonna like to drive it daily, okay, and he will gonna like to drive it also on a drag race. It's the same thing like you're going to a racetrack and you prepare your car. You might need to remove the seats, you might need to put racing tires, you tune it different, let us say, you put a sport catalytic converter, high flow catalytic converter, and then you run it on a racetrack. And then when you finish, let us say you have 2 weekends this event, then you dress it up again to have it as a daily. That's the thing. And this makes more difficult than to be fixed all inside. All right. I hope and I think that I didn't forget something. Somebody mentioned something, asked me for the hotel, but if I put on this video, he might not watch it even. Let me make separate video for this diagnostic because I don't even remember which model is that. We purchased it a couple of months ago. The previous one get burnt on the previous garage. Yeah. That's it. Over and out.